time is 5:49. I've got just enough time to get to the gas station, fuel up, and park it. Of course, it's a Monday morning, so we've got our guy who's always on time, which I'm not in favor of, but it is what it is. And we got traffic starting to come into town. That means it's time to go home. It's time to get out of here. Now this morning I have a doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock. It's either my annual checkup or just a top up on medication. I'll see when I get there. So first I'll go home, and then go to the doctor. Yeah, it's been an interesting weekend in that I had car trouble. My battery died. I had to go replace it. So I went to Walmart, bought a battery, brought it home in a cab, replaced the battery, and took the old one back to the store. And I was told that they don't usually take those, but I saw a sign when I was there buying the new battery that they take the old ones anytime, as long as you have your bill of sale with the battery deposit on it. And she was telling me at the desk, no, you have to bring the other one when you buy this one. And I said, well, that makes no sense. If my car is dead blocks away from here, and I walk here to get a battery, and I take a cab to get the new battery to the car, no, it's cheap. It's better to just replace the battery and then bring the old one in. Anyway, she was giving me some guff about that, and so I raised my voice a little bit. And she says, oh, it's just disrespectful to raise your voice. Oh, well, fuck off. Anyway, I got the battery replaced, and it seems to be okay now. So I'll be able to get to the doctor's in time. Yeah. Yep. Oh, the night was busy tonight before midnight. Then there was kind of a hiatus between midnight and 4. It was kind of slow in those hours, but I did get a couple of trips. In the morning now, it was a little busy. And in the end, I ended up with $283. So it was a successful Sunday night. Anyways, I'm getting close to the gas station, so I gotta go now. Fuel this thing. I just stopped by the bank to make a deposit, and there are 2 bank machines, and one of them wouldn't let me put the card into the slot, and the other one where I could put the card in the slot, deposit was not available. The deposit feature was not available. This is a Tuesday morning. I had a busy Monday night. I had quite a few fares, and I had a few lucky ones. And I had some good tips. Oh, the tips were nice. You know, I'd have a fare that was like $11 or $12, and they'd give me a 20 and say keep the change. This happened on a few occasions. So it was real busy before midnight. Then it slowed down a little bit, but you know, the trips were still good. And I did about $380 worth of business. Can't complain there. So now I'm heading over to the car wash, where I'm going to wash the car. Then I'm going to go through Gonna go detail the interior and go park it. I've been having trouble with my own car lately. I mentioned the battery, I think, in the last installment. Now, I went to the doctor's office in the morning, renew my prescription, and then I went to the pharmacy to drop that off. And then a few times the revs went down and the car was not behaving properly. It was making some funny noise from underneath the dashboard, and it was the little light for the alternator would come on a few times. And so I figured I needed a new alternator, and I went to one shop or one auto parts place, and they said that they don't have any alternators in stock for that car, so they'd have to order it in, and it would take a week or two to get in. I said, yeah, but if I'm driving around with a bad alternator, that's gonna, burn the battery. And I just put a new battery in it. So then I went to another parts store, and he said, oh yeah, it'll be here tomorrow morning latest. So this morning at the latest it should be there, so I can go pick it up. Now all I need is a nice Saturday where I can install this new alternator. I can do it in my driveway, it's not a problem. But it's in an awkward location, so I have to lift the car up and get at it from underneath. Yeah. And my prescriptions were ready already last night. I took them there in the morning, and last night I was receiving messages from the pharmacy saying that my prescriptions are ready, so I can get those in the morning too. Hopefully the car doesn't die on the way to getting the alternator and on the way to getting the medication. So I'm at the car wash now, and I'm gonna fuel it. I'm gonna wash it, and 3 more nights to go. This is a very tiring week so far. It's now 5:52 on a Wednesday morning. I just got through my Tuesday night, and it was a long, slow one. I did 16 trips, and I got a whole $209 to show for it. I didn't have any really long trips. I think the longest one was about $16 worth, and most of them were in the $7 or $8 range or thereabouts. Yeah, I'm tired of watching videos and sleeping. Long waits between calls, and just none of it really paid off. So I'm just a wee bit disappointed. I just had another call, and I just declined it because I don't want to do any more. I'm just tired of, it is the end of the shift, so they gave me a trip at the very end. And no, let somebody else do it. I'm done. I'm just gonna go to the bank, make a little deposit, as I have more cash than I have Interac and credit card and all that. Yeah. And this morning I don't have anything to do. I don't have to get a battery. I don't have to get an alternator. I don't need to get medication. I don't need I don't have any of those extra things this morning. I'm just gonna make a bank deposit, fuel it, park it, go home, and then at home I will relax, do a few little stretches and exercises, and have something to eat, have a couple drinks, watch a few videos, go to sleep. That is the plan anyway. The days are getting markedly shorter, seeing as it's still dark at 6 o'clock. There's a bit of blue in the sky, yeah, but it's not much. Yeah, it's almost September here. Summer is coming to an end. I get a little melancholy this time of year. Oh, where's the fire? Where indeed is the fire? I have 2 more nights to go this week. Yippee. I'm definitely looking forward to installing that alternator in my car. Well, I'm at the airport. This was another slow night. The time is now 4:05 a.m. So I've got 2 hours left to go till the end of my shift. And let's see, it was slow, it was long. Not many long trips, although I did have one where they came out to the peninsula here from Tim Hortons at Royal Oak, and that was good for $35. Then I got back into town and I waited and waited, and then I had a trip, and then somebody called me to go get her. I went, and she's texting me and texting me and texting me, and I can't answer texts when I'm driving. I'm sorry, I'm driving. I'm concentrating on driving. I cannot look at the phone and answer your texts. And when I got out there, the text said, "Don't bother, I need to be here in the morning, so I'm going to stay the night." Yeah, well, you should have said that before. You should have thought of that before you called me to come and get you. Anyways, I was heading back into town from that little joke, and I got intercepted by a call in Zone 83. And that call in Zone 83 came out to the airport, and it was a fare for $60. So I'm at $250 now. Now that's much more like it compared to last night. Last night I think I had $209 for the whole night. Now I've got $250 for this night, and I still have 2 hours to go. So I'm going to get that maybe early morning rush of people going to work like I did yesterday. Yeah, if not for that early morning rush, I would have had like about 160 on for the whole night. So yeah, I made $50 in the last 2 hours. Because that's when everybody wants to go to work or somewhere, and that's when all the other cars have gone home. So I can't complain about tonight at this moment, right now. Yeah, one more night to go after this one. And I usually do my groceries on Friday night, but this time I'm going to do my groceries on Saturday night, because after I come home on Friday morning, I'm going to want to have something to eat, have a couple drinks, and go to sleep, and then wake up in the evening. But or in the late afternoon, but I don't dare take my car anywhere. I will have the time on Saturday to replace the alternator, which I have already. I have the alternator, and I can replace it on Saturday when I have the time in the daylight, and the weather's supposed to be nice. This is, Thursday morning now. Just got through the Wednesday night. The time is now 5:55 a.m. Friday morning. I just worked the Thursday night, and I had a good night. I got about 310 on. It was steady before midnight, and I did have some good trips. I had one going out to Langford, and not long after that I had another one coming back in from Langford. So it was good. And although the morning was a lot of sleeping, I still did well. So now I'm just going to head to the gas station. I'm going to fuel up, and I'm going to add up all my Interacts from the night and credit card slips, and I'm going to put those in the glove box, and I'm going to go home. That's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to call my mother. And then I'm going to put together this taxi vlog. It's, spliced the 5 pieces together. And then you go to taxi vlog. And then enjoy my weekend. Or try to. My weekend, yeah. I have to do my paperwork for the month of August, because the next shift will be in September. I will have to replace the alternator in my car. I will need to change my bed, put down new bedding, and I'm just looking at the traffic light. Oh, it's green. Then, what else do I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to get some groceries and do the dishes. Yeah. Got enough whiskey to do my whiskey tasting videos for another week. Yeah. And I hope yours is better than mine.